You'll notice here that's the number, sensor number. We have all stars here because we're not receiving a signal because I don't have that sensor. It's just a fictitious number I've put in there. So again, we edit the weights, edit the pressures according to what we've recorded when calibrating, and then hit the center button to confirm what we've entered. Now I'll move the bar to the steers where we have the virtual sensor, and to enter the steer weight we weigh it empty and weigh it loaded. Center down button to get in. You'll see just a picture of an empty truck here, picture of a loaded truck there, and there's no pressure readings here. That's because it's the virtual sensor 10,001 and it's just a high and low weight. Confirm what we've entered. Now you'll notice that the weights are in pounds. We can change between pounds and kilograms very easily. Hold the center and up button together at the same time for 5 seconds and you'll see it changes to kilograms. So now if we go into the calibration screen for the steers, you'll see the weights all appear in kilograms. Again, to switch back to pounds, center up and down button together for 5 seconds and it switches, and hold it for 5 seconds and it switches back to kgs or pounds, whatever your choice may be. To change the time on the top left hand corner, we hit the center right button for 5 seconds and the screen will change. Once the time is highlighted, you simply use the up and down arrows to change the time. It's a 24-hour clock, so you can change it to whatever time you think is necessary. Once the time is entered, hit the center button and that confirms the time that you've set. Again, I'll review the steps. Select a rig, center left, enter sensor numbers, center up, enter calibration information, center down, change the time, center right. Now occasionally you may want to delete a sensor. And to delete a sensor, we hit the left and the up button together. We hold it for 5 seconds. The sensor numbers will appear and you select the sensor that you want deleted. So I'm just going to go to any number here, and then you go down to erase, hit the right button, and that erased the sensor that appeared on the top screen there. To get out of that screen, hit the center button. What's important to note when you're setting up and you first turn on your handheld and you're in the field getting your weights, you want to make sure that the T that is flashing right now is not flashing. The T will flash, it's telling you that one of the sensors did not check in. So you don't want to assume that you have the correct weights when the T is flashing. When I put the bar on the trailer, you'll see that we have stars. That means the sensor did not check in and we should not go with that weight until all the sensors are checked in and we have a weight. You'll see the timer on the right hand side. It's going down to the bottom now. When it gets to the bottom, it's going to update with a new signal, and it's solid. Now it takes a minute to get from the top to the bottom again. The sensors transmit their signal every minute. Now it checks 20 times per minute to see if you're loading. And if it notices an increase in pressure of 2 points, it will go into quick response. And you'll see a small Q on the bottom of the screen here. And this bar will appear solid. But if you look carefully on top, you'll see the bar coming down for 3 seconds and up again. Down for 3 seconds and up. And it'll stay in quick response for 15 minutes. So it's constantly checking every minute, 20 times per minute, to see if you're loading or not. If you have to change rigs, what you're going to do is, before you change the type of rig that you're using, you'll hit the center up button, and bring all the sensors to 0 first. So I'm going to hold down the button, everything's going to read 0. Move it to the trailer, the down button, everything's reading 0. Move it to the steers, hold the down button, everything's reading 0. So now you'll see where each bar is all zeros. Then I hit the center button. So I'm now on the rig. You'll see the small transmitters appear on the bottom of the screen because there's no sensors entered. You'll see there's no bars under the trailer. Now I'm ready to change rigs. So I hold the center left button, and I'm going to select a rig that just requires one sensor on the drives. I'm going to set up a virtual sensor on the steers. I'm going to select that rig. I'm going to hit the center up button to enter the sensor number. I'm going to enter 10,001 on the steers, and on the drives I'm going to enter the sensor number that we have, which is 22219. There, 22219. Hit the center button to confirm what I've entered, and in a moment we'll have a signal appear here. Just checked in. There's the reading. Now you'll notice the T is no longer flashing because we only have one sensor number entered here, and we have the signal. The last feature I want to show you on the handheld is what we call payloader mode. It's really only needed if you're using forklifts or bucket loaders using multiple loads. But to get into the screen, and sometimes you'll get into the screen accidentally, is you hold down the bottom button for 5 seconds and you'll enter this screen. This is payloader mode. Now to get out of this screen, it's not like the other ones. You hit the center button and you won't get back to the home. And to zero it, you hit the left right button for 5 seconds. You'll see the second line will go to 0. So if you were loading right now, you'd be picking up these weights and you'd add it to the top, pick up another weight, and as it checked in, you'd load and continue loading. Each time bucket load, again another scoop, another scoop. But the purpose of this screen here is mainly to show you how to get in and how to get out. To get out of the screen, you have to hold down the center button for 5 seconds. All the other screens, you just hit the center button, it brings you back home. But this one, you have to hold it down for 5 seconds. It'll bring you back to the normal screen where we are for all the other functions that we've demonstrated. Thank you for watching the tutorial. If you have any further questions, please contact us and we'd be more than happy to help you.